Okay, guys, so we're going to be talking about spell work, rituals, witchcraft, and everything like that. Now, I think for a lot of people, especially when it comes to like newer generations, people think that that's something that you just fall into. Excuse me if I'm stumbling over my words, I have a lot to say. But in reality, it really starts in childhood. I remember when I was younger, during my childhood, for like 3 to 5 years straight, I was a witch. And I've always loved the energy, the essence, and when I was younger, also, I would watch like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, stuff like that. Really magical things. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Goosebumps, just shows like that that really had us believing that we were like these magical beings. And I've said this before, when it comes to Black women specifically, the portraits, the books, all of the different, I want to say, literature and references that you see throughout history when it comes to paintings, and again, all of the different texts, they're talking about us, right? They're talking about the magical essence of us and who we are. And I'm not going to speak about anybody else because that's not my job to do that. So I'm going only going to speak about what I know when it comes to us, right? So it's the same thing with witchcraft and magic. Black American women, we have always practiced. It's a part of who we are, it's a part of our lineage, our bloodline, and I don't believe that other people should tell us or dictate how we should show up as that. And so, this is why I would never come on social media and fully give you guys a full, I want to say, documentation of my spirituality, right? Because the world just doesn't deserve that, as I've stated before. And for a lot of us, we know for certain that magic is being used against us when it comes to social media, when it comes to even the mill group that we have that's associated with us. People in general are doing magic. And I think that a lot of Black American women, because of religion, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words, because of religion, don't see it that way. You see it in a way of like, okay, well, everyone is going to suffer, everyone is going to go through this and go through that. No, you have some people who believe in certain spiritual practices where they do not believe in suffering, or they do not believe or adhere to um, the notion that you have to suffer and you have to go through pain. Now, yes, granted, because we're here on physical earth, we're going to inherit what comes with the earth. However, why can't we inherit the beautiful things of the earth as well? Because it does exist, like money, pure fruits, vegetables, clean food, minerals, spices, plants, right? Gold and diamonds, right? You know what I mean? So, how you choose to look and identify with your own spiritual practice is going to be totally up to you. But this is what I have learned over the years when it comes to us and our spiritual practices. So, I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say when it comes to this subject matter because it's something that I do want to touch more on as I continue to just, or engage with you guys to see what you guys want to talk about. But this is a major thing. Also, within our birth chart, the fourth house, that is dealing with ancestral work, bloodlines, lineage, our family, individual family. Always look to see what's going on in your bloodline, guys, because this is going to tell you a lot. And I'm picking up on this energy of through every bloodline and lineage, there was always someone practicing magic. Connect with that. Now, it may have skipped your mother because of religion. It may have skipped your grandmother because of religion. But if you really dig deep and focus on that energy, it will show up and that will be one of your ancestors from back in the day, right? Because there always has to be someone within the sacral practices practicing. Even if it has been laying dormant for, I don't know, maybe 10, 20 years, something like that. It can't be that far back because if you're here in America, then a lot of our lineage was already placed here. And so we know when it comes to that, right? What else? I'm just kind of going off in my head, guys. I really don't have anything too much like scripted or anything like that. But yeah. Also, doing spell work around predators. People who tend to be more predatory and more violent when it comes to sexual deviancy. You may have this in your family. You may have dealt with a partner that was like that, or just men in general. Always do spell work, right? To curse predators. And a lot of people don't believe in revenge. However, if a person is actively harming you, you have the right to protect yourself. And that can be through curses, hexes, spell work, what have you. So keep that in mind. If any man is trying to come into your life and he's trying to actively cause any type of sexual deviancy towards you, then yes, you have the right to curse him or hex him. So, yeah, discernment. Having discernment and also having this way of creating new and improved spaces, because again, we know when it comes to us, when it comes to women in general, but Black women specifically, I'm speaking quickly, guys. We need to be able to create our own sacred spaces, be within ourselves, and enjoy that. Because I wrote something down today regarding spirituality. What's the point if you don't get a chance to enjoy it? And no one is going to tell me that I can and can't enjoy something that I've created for myself. It's like how the goddesses were, right? Because the earth is so disgusting now, the goddesses chose to leave it like this. It could be a form of punishment, it could be a form of purgatory, or something just for humans to learn. Who knows? But that's how I feel when it comes to the sacred spaces that you can create for yourself. What's the point if I can't enjoy it? What's the point of having beauty, essence, magic if you cannot enjoy it due to somebody else, due to external forces? No, do spell work around it. Just like how we have laws to protect us and to also there's rewards and consequences and everything, codes of conduct. It's the same thing with your energy. Create laws around your energy, consequences, and even rewards, because I do believe that you can be around other people, they benefit, you benefit, everyone benefits together. However, because most people don't operate from that energy, you're going to have people that's going to try to come to you and bother you in your essence. Okay, you have spells for that. And if you never dealt with that before, create spells just in case, right? It's sort of like insurance. If nothing is happening right now, okay, cool. But in the future, there's a possibility that it can. So you want to have the insurance of that. So, what else? You guys also can leave me some comments in the comment section just to give me an idea of what you guys want to talk about, because this is a space for us and where we can express ourselves and talk about witchy spirituality, goddess spirituality, sacred manifestations, and also protection, because I also love the essence of the darkness when it comes to my spirituality. I have Scorpio in my chart. I also have a lot of Capricorn. Saturn is really, really prominent. Aries energy, Cancerian energy, things that are more hidden in the background. That's what I like to work with the most. And so I may come off as, how can I say? Because I do have Leo in my chart. So it may seem like I'm supposed to be on camera and be this, type of person. But I also enjoy working in the background, if that makes sense. Because us Scorpios, we love to have the energy in the background so that way we can kind of control it and see what's going on. So, yep.